Hey Capricorns, Amber here, Persephone Zoni Tarot. Hope you're very well. Welcome, welcome. Happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy season's greetings to you, whatever you're celebrating. Or happy Jupiter and Sagittarius, yay. But yeah, this is your reading, Capricorn. If you have your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or even your descendant in the sign of Capricorn. So if you are a Cancerian rising, then you may find that your Capricorn readings may very well resonate because Capricorn does, in fact, rule your 7th house. So I will go ahead and begin. All right, so maybe there's some sort of energy of perfectionism here. Maybe we're focusing too much on the details. I'm like trying to get everything straight for some unknown reason. So yeah, maybe there is an issue in terms of getting everything just right and just paying too much attention to details. So we have got the Prince of Discs here, which is someone who sometimes can over fuss over things being just right before they take any action. And then we do have the Hierophant card here, which just talk about rule and order and things having to go in a particular order, a particular way. So you could be focusing maybe too much on having everything just right before, or things being perfect, before you think it's good enough to show the world, good enough to get involved with, good enough to move forward. So that could be something to look at. But then at the same time, it could be a positive thing. Maybe you are refining something and putting all the last finishing touches and details on something and making it just perfect. So there's that as well. So it could be good or bad. But it's definitely that energy going to be probably available to you in December. So it's something to pay attention to see maybe you are going on the dark side or the light side of that. So I've done the layout a bit different this month for those of you returning. We still is a how does he or she feel about you spreading away, but we've got more advice here as to like what you could be doing moving forward, more advice for you. But this row would signify your partner's feelings, then we've got your feelings down here and a final outcome. So to start off, your partner has got the Lust card. This is a Leo card, so maybe you've got 2 Leo, 3 Leo energies here. We've also got the Queen of Wands here as well. So yeah, we are looking at a fire sign individual that you could be quite focused on or is focused on you. Probably a Leo. And there obviously is a strong chemistry between you here at the moment. It could be that you're not able to express yourself at this time. Maybe you really like someone, or maybe they really like you, but they're not moving forward on it. Or maybe you're not moving forward on it because you want everything to be just right. Because the Strength card or the Lust card does talk about restraints. It does talk about not wanting to act without thinking, wanting to make sure that every action is purposeful. And with the 8 of Coins here, again, that further reiterates this attention to detail that I think your partner could be facing at the moment. So you may feel here, especially with the Prince of Discs, maybe you feel that things are moving slowly, but I think it's you because you've got like the Empress down here. So yeah, maybe this person's had to wait a long time to actually get to a position where you may notice them or take them seriously. It could be someone that you've met at work as well. Or someone that's somehow tied into your finances, your money and career. You could even be an apprentice of theirs, or they could be an apprentice of yours, like someone who you're teaching something to. So yeah, it looks as if there is some restraint here. If this person is moving slowly with you, it's because they want things to be just right. They're trying to do all the right things. But I think as well, this could also be for some of you how this person's perceiving you. Someone who's delaying pleasure, who's restraining themselves from having fun. They may feel like you need to have more fun, like you need to stop working so hard, you need to have some fun. But they see you as being very committed to a project committed to your work, which is probably natural for a Capricorn person, to make work a priority. Now, the Princess of Swords talks about possible investigations, spying, gathering of information, cutting through a lot of information to get to what really matters, the core of something. So I don't know if maybe this person sees that as you. Maybe they feel like you don't really trust them, that you're taking your time to get to know them, to make sure that how they're thinking and how they are is above board. Again, looking for the parts of them that are not perfect, the part of them that you may feel needs work, or the part of them that you maybe don't trust or don't value. You know, they may be thinking that you're kind of criticizing them, like you're critiquing them as well. And with the Hangman card here, they could just feel totally like, okay, yeah, I'm crap. Like the Hangman can sometimes be someone who's like, okay, yeah, I put my hands up, I did wrong. Like, you know, reflecting on themselves and what they've done and like humbling themselves. That is one aspect of the Hanged Man. So it could be that this person, and maybe you're also making this person also rethink things with the Hangman, like really taking the time to gain a new perspective on maybe themselves or the relationship or just things in general. I mean, ultimately, the Hangman is quite a positive card in terms of you do, in the end, gain this kind of very wise and humble and enlightened perspective on things. So there is a certain amount of refinement that I feel I see in all of these cards here. And yeah, I feel that this person just sees you as maybe being very, very refined and always seeking the best and always wanting the best. And that, again, is a very Capricorn energy anyway. But I feel like they maybe feel like they're being really kind of, you know, drawn and quartered in a sense, like hung upside down, and they're having to maybe make sacrifices for this. So they may, I mean, right now, I don't see them feeling uncomfortable with that, but I would imagine that after some time, it may take its toll. Yeah, we are looking at sacrifice here. Maybe this person would like you as well to maybe get a new perspective and make a sacrifice for the relationship and maybe make them more of a priority. They do have a very deep yearning here with the Lust card. Very, very much wants to have a physical connection with you and have that reckless abandon, I guess, of sensuality with you. I think they quite like the fact that you are so, they actually are attracted to the fact that you are so self-controlled. They like that. I think it kind of turns them on. And this could be vice versa. It could be that they are actually really taking their time with you, really trying to get more information on you so they can get a clearer perspective on what exactly it is you're offering and who you are, and trying to figure you out really. And if that is the case, they're willing to sacrifice the time needed to do that. They are not in any rush. This person may not be coming forward. They may have a lot of talk. There may be a lot of conversation, but they may not be actually doing anything, But even though you may feel like they're not doing anything, they actually are sowing seeds for the future here. Okay. So they're just trying to kind of pull back, do the right thing, or it could be that's how they're seeing you. And then we've got the Prince of Discs here. Talks about slow movement forward, covering, making sure everything's done properly, really laying a really solid and proper foundation for something before taking that next step of actually putting the building bricks up for the house. Really, really laying that foundation. So there's that focus again, maybe for you. So this could be you. The Princess of Wands is someone who is saying, you know what, forget all that. Let's just have some fun. Let's just actually do this now. Let's just go and have some fun, and all work and no play is just boring. let's go and have some fun and forget all of our worries, at least for a day, and go to see what else is out there. Let's expand our horizons. Let's try something new. So that's why I'm saying that maybe it could be this person that's actually doing this, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to have some fun. We've put a lot of work in. We've done things by the book with the Hierophant card. We've done things in the right order. I'm ready now to have some fun. I'm ready now to kind of get these shackles off and stop worrying about what could go wrong and just freaking do it, and then just have some fun and see what happens. Maybe it's not sexual. It could just be, going out on a date, going out to have some fun, having some drinks, spending more time together, making that commitment. It could be things like that, but just allowing more fun into the relationship, I think is going to be important. And actually, with the Two of Wands being in this row, it is making me think that it actually is more related to sex, especially with the Lust card in angle to it as well. So yeah, and the Sun card here, I think, is more advice to open up, to be more like a child, to just have faith in things and just to have fun. I mean, it's December. It's probably going to be lots of Christmas parties and lots of social things that will be, in the calendar, or at least opportunities. If it's just going to every bar probably on the road is going to have some sort of Christmas event. It's always something to do at Christmas time. So it could be a case of kind of allowing yourself a bit of to let your hair down a bit and have some fun. Okay, or there definitely will be opportunities to do that, and there will be clarity as well gained here. So all these questions that are being asked by either you or them, all those answers will come to light, and it will be more through the actions that take place rather than all the questions that you have. Okay, so then we've got the Empress card here, the lovely Empress, which I do actually relate to Capricorn. I actually see this as a very feminine energy. I see Capricorn as like the ultimate mother. That's how I see Capricorn. And Cancer is definitely a mother as well. Most definitely, you're more earthly mother, but in terms of order and authority, and Capricorn being a feminine energy, so she's like the grandmother, Capricorn. And the Empress is the most mature and most evolved, I guess, feminine as a card in the deck. So I do relate it to Capricorn, the ultimate feminine, the feminine archetype in a way. It does kind of tie in. So yeah, I just see it as you being, I think, maybe very much in love, feeling very accomplished, feeling very attractive, maybe even feeling a bit motherly towards this person as well. Maybe there is an age difference. Like I said, maybe there's a kind of dynamic where you somehow are teaching this person something, or opening up their mind to new ideas in some ways, or maybe just more experienced than them as well, and that you are offering this kind of mature mentoring kind of energy towards them as well, very nurturing, but you are looking very beautiful, and they may see you as extremely beautiful as well, very feminine and together, and goddess like, and the Empress doesn't ever have a hair out of place, I would imagine. She's very high society. That's how I see her. Very ordered and structured, and you can't move the Empress. She's an immovable kind of object. So I kind of get that you're very grounded and really relishing in who you are. And there could be a lot of self-appreciation, a lot of self-love, which then spills out to everyone around you. So I think people will really love to be around you in the month of December as well. The amount of self-love that you have for yourself actually nurtures everyone else around you as well. The compassion that you show yourself actually, then makes you more compassionate to others, etc. So yeah, very grounded, feeling very good. Self-esteem is in a good place. I think you're feeling good. I think you're feeling ready. Like if you have been maybe slowing things down and keep playing things to an order, I think you're ready to kind of showcase yourself with the Empress card here. And with the Six of Swords here, this talks about finding a solution and movement forward, coming out of maybe more turbulent times, healing as well, and progress ultimately, even in more of a mental capacity. So I feel like you're really overcoming a lot of doubts and fears, worries and concerns that you may have had in the past. Maybe there have been some upsets in the past that you're now able to move away from and you found solutions to. And I think the solution that what you found is that if you love yourself, nothing can shake that. So there is definite movement forward to a very positive future. And then we've got the Seven of Swords up here as well, which again is a progression on from the 6 to the 7. So this is about also gaining, I think to an extent, kind of an intelligence. It's a very clever card. It's about being clever, sometimes too clever for your own good. It can also talk about you having information that other people don't have information to. So like you have this leverage because of this awareness that you have. I feel like you have leverage in the situation as well with the Seven of Swords. You may also be kind of emotionally detached at this time from this situation. Okay, so you could be being very logical or smart or strategic in your approach with this person. So I still feel like you're not completely trusting, but that's a normal Capricorn thing. Capricorns really, I think, take a long time before they really trust someone, you know. And Capricorns can be very clever when they want to be and then when they want to get what they want, and very strategic and business-like. So maybe it's just your natural kind of approach. But with the Sun card here and the Seven of Swords, it's saying that a lot of these things will be brought to the surface. A lot of these maybe hidden approaches will either be burnt away or they're going to be made apparent. You know, the people you're dealing with will start to realize that you are maybe not as emotionally invested as maybe they thought. You know, they're going to become aware. They're going to become aware of any strategy that you've been having or whatever you've been hiding underneath is going to come to the surface. So even if you've just been hiding who you are, hiding the beauty of who you are and not really allowing them in, I feel like you'll be allowing them in. And then the Two of Wands talks about, yeah, again, the Two of Wands kind of reiterates the Page of Wands, as in breaking away from an old kind of boring, done there, been there, done that kind of t-shirt energy, and moving in something new and exploring new territory, exploring new exciting opportunities rather than doing what's always been done. You may have had a lot of success though with the Two of Wands. It suggests that you had a lot of success. And, you know, if you wanted to stay where you were, you probably wouldn't do that bad. But I think you are looking for more fun this month. And I think that's what you're going to get. And with the Queen of Cups here, being the overall kind of advice, in a sense, for the spread as the first advice card, or in that position anyway, it is saying that, you know, you are an emotional person, you are an emotional being, and you've created enough foundation now, and such a good foundation that it would be wise for you to now allow your emotions now to get some attention, to experience love, to open up your heart, and because all the groundwork has been done. Any earthly things you were focused on, material things you focus on, like work, doing, you know, laying this groundwork, there's been a lot of work put into that, and there's been success, and that's fine. The Queen of Cups is here now to say, okay, now I need you to explore I need you to explore love, even if it is self-love, people, connecting with people, empathizing with people. That part of you needs to grow and get attention in order for even the other parts of your world to grow, your work and the relationship that maybe you're working on, in order for it to really flourish, you need to pour some water onto it, basically. In order for things to grow from the earth and all the practical things you've been doing, you need to put some water onto it and allow things to actually start to grow now and sprout, so you can actually see the fruits of your labor and yeah, have a more abundant future. You know, if that all makes sense. It's all a little bit vague, I know, but it is a kind of general reading. It's quite hard to be specific. And I also ask you to use your intuition as well when coming to these readings, I guess, and you know, take what fits and what doesn't, and go with that. But yeah, the Queen of Cups here does talk about there being love definitely on the table here, most definitely, and it's, you know, it's in line with the Empress as well and the Lust card. So there is a lot of emotion here, a lot of potential for love and loving energies to come into your life, maybe through this relationship with this Leo person. And this Leo person is very much led by their heart. You know, they're very much led by their heart. They don't like to be focused on work, work, work. They want to, you know, dance and sing and laugh, you know, and have a good time and celebrate who they are. So I think I'm going to find you have a really good time. I really do. And then we've got here the Three of Coins. This is the last card that you're ending up with for the month. The overall outcome is compromise. Yeah. It takes many different aspects in life to find fulfillment. You can't be all work, you can't be all love, you can't be all inspiration and action and you know, optimism, and at the same time you can't be completely in your head and strategic and in your head and thoughtful and you know, philosophy and you know, ideas. Every part needs to be given its dues, given its time, given its opportunity to make an impact. They need to all play a part for it all to work. It's like the wheels, it's like the cogs in the watch, you know, it's that kind of thing. That's what the Three of Coins can also represent, like that clockwork. Everything has its place, and if one cog is missing, the whole thing doesn't work. And that's what I mean by allowing this water to come in to this very kind of maybe slightly drier landscape that you maybe have focused on, creating perfection, focusing on work, doing things in the right order, asking all these questions. Now it's time to actually get involved and allow your heart now to take some information in, and allow your heart to also play a part in any decisions that you're making about this relationship, you know, going forward. So it's like all work and no play. It's like you have to have balance. Three of Coins talks about making sure everyone's happy in the situation as well, and recognizing that everyone has needs and everyone has their part to play, and that needs to be recognized as well in this situation. That everyone brings something valuable to the table as well. Just depends how you look at it. Okay, so yes, that's the reading. Yeah, and then we've got the Ten of Wands here again, which does talk about this work, 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 and no fun. That's what the Ten of Wands can represent. Just take when the fun has been taken out of things. You know, I guess when you first start out with your business or idea, you're super excited. You know, every day is a fun day. You're excited, and on like the 10th month of it, it's like, oh, this is just work. There's no fun anymore. It's that kind of energy where you need to remember what you're doing this all for. And you need to bring some fun back into things. You need to find a way to enjoy things again. And that's simply through the emotional connection that you have maybe with others or maybe with yourself. It could be that you literally go swimming and things like that, getting in touch with your body. Yeah, perfect. And then we've got serendipity as well. Luck. Lucky opportunity is coming in. And then we've got the Two of Cups, sorry, the Two, the Yin card. So yeah, we are talking about kind of, and then we've got the Yang card. Wow, so like balance. So it's the yin and the yang that's needed. It's the all work, but then it's also the emotions. They balance each other out. Okay. And that might be what the Empress card is talking about here, that you need to kind of bring in more this feminine energy. And that could be getting a massage. Ultimately, it's about getting in touch with your own body, your own feelings, your intuition, all of that stuff. But with regards to a relationship, it could just be just letting this person in emotionally a bit more, maybe bringing in more sensuality, or more laughter and connection, and leg up again, we're getting this energy of you maybe being a help to this person, or maybe this person, as much as you're helping this person may also help you in terms of being maybe they're a bit younger than you, and they're a bit more carefree, they haven't been burdened with, the reality of life, the reality and struggles of life, as long as maybe you have, and they're just a bit more carefree. So you could both help each other, I think, balance out the more mature energy with the more maybe younger, more reckless energy, but you can both teach each other something. And yeah, there's a renewal here, regeneration. Something new is blossoming and growing here from all the work that you've done here as I was saying, like all the work that's been done on the earth. Something new is going to grow now there's it looks like flickers of light, but this could well be the water that's coming down onto this earth that's allowing something new to grow. You're allowing this new part of yourself to also grow, all work and no plays. It doesn't make what say John a happy boy or something. All right, so let's read. What one should we read? Regeneration. Regeneration. 46. So it says here, rebirth, second chances, and new opportunities. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. The rebirth is assured. Step into your new life, destinies being fulfilled in wondrous ways. It also says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. Yeah. Love is rising up to greet you. That's what the Queen of Cups is doing. There's a love energy around you that is going to help you maybe get out of any ruts and bring some more fun, I think, into your life, my lovely Capricorn. And it's a very lucky opportunity as well with the Serendipity card. So yes, I love you. Have a fantastic month and take good care. I'll see you next time. All right, bye.